Yes.
And I actually witnessed a certain game, mostly averagely, first quarter, it could take about 2 minutes without a single basket. What would you contribute that to?
And remember, I told you that thing from the first 2 minutes I watched of that game. I told you this game might not cross 50. Did it?
No, no, no.
It didn't cross 50. And I told you that in the first 2 minutes of the game, where we saw both teams struggling to score, and we reached a point that we had like a 5 minutes run first quarter where we had about 6 points or less. You get, so when you're looking at a game
For
like
both teams.
for both teams, yes,
Yeah.
it was a combined figure for both teams. And when you look at a figure like a number like that, and these are playoffs, you get where you want to hype the energy, where people are going to turn up in numbers,
Yeah,
and this
the
is the
momentum
yes,
and
and this is
all
the moment. Then we are hearing later in the news this team ended 58-50, then the other team ended like 20 something,
60 something,
60 something.
60.
Then I also saw the massacre of one of the ladies teams where the margins were huge and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
sure.
So when you look at those things, and this is the playoffs, so we're asking ourselves, how are we going to pull in the crowds? And these are this, it's entertainment. You get, and that's why it's not by mistake that we are seeing NBA games, guys scoring up to over 100 plus. You get, that's where the entertainment is picked from. And when you look at sometimes, this is not criticism, but we saw it so many times where some umpires, even the obvious, I don't know if new people in the game are favored in a way where you see something very obvious, but the game keeps on running, and the same thing happens on the other side of the floor. When it happens on this side, it's like let's keep let's continue. So when we see such things, sometimes controversial calls, they somehow demotivate. We want to see a balance,
and sometimes as early as game one,
exactly. And sometimes it's okay when the umpire doesn't cause some things, because we want the fluidity of the game to continue. But we are also looking at
the other scenario, Nyanzi, where the umpire who is standing on this other side of the court makes a call when the umpire next to the event.
I think for something like that, we need to have the umpires, like to clarify on that, because we are not technical enough to
because for us when we are sitting
we are just
stands,
fans,
when we are sitting on the stands, like it does not make sense.
Yes,
someone standing on this other side to make the call when there was an immediate judge by the side.
Yeah, true. Yeah, like logically from our perspective it doesn't make sense, but I think umpires have more valid reasons why they would, how they would address such issues. So basically, if we have an umpire, let me say, watching this, I think it would be ideal maybe to throw something in the comments to have clarity, so that we are not making judgments out of let me say, how they call it, out of ignorance,
out of impulse,
impulse and emotion. Yeah, and that thing is
for us, we are
it's very common.
Sitting there,
and I know you're very emotional with your teams.
Like, my teams. But anyway, let's leave that to the umpires.
Yes.
Anyanzi, we have seen that